There's a lot of people who feel a certain type of way about Ideanomics. It's a very polarizing stock, but I will say that what I talk about on this channel is just about me and my perspective and what I'm doing and how I look at stuff. I'm not encouraging anyone to make any of the same investments that I'm making. What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi and welcome back to Courtside Financial. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos. And also make sure you hit the like button because it really does go a long way in helping out the channel. So WeBull's 4 free stock promo has been extended to February 1st. When you open up your new brokerage account with WeBull, you'll get 2 free stocks. And when you make an initial deposit of $100, you'll get another 2 free stocks. The total value of all 4 of those free stocks could be up to $3,700. And lastly, cryptocurrency is now available on the platform, so you can trade crypto with 0 commissions. So today we're going to be talking about Ideanomics, ticker symbol IDEX, IDEX. We haven't talked about this one in a while, so I feel like we're a little overdue here. So it's currently Sunday, 2:54 p.m., so the market's closed. As of Friday, the stock was down 3.64%, trading at $3.11, and in the after hours, down 2.2%. So currently I'm looking at the 3-month chart on a 2-hour interval, and IDEX has been a pretty volatile stock. But all the moving averages are pointing upwards, so the stock is uptrending. Recently I started a position at $1.98, and that position is up 57% today. Before that I only had call options. I still have those call options just to keep you guys updated, not letting go of those. In the past, I had IDEX shares, which I sold at $2.34 for about a 134% gain. You can watch my prior videos on IDEX if you want to hear more about that. So today I have a few things to talk about in this update. Recently, IDEX announced their December and Q4 sales activity for the MEG business. In Q3, the MEG business did 626 sales if you add everything up, and in Q4, the MEG business did 706 in sales. That's only a 12.77% increase from the previous quarter if you do the math. So my concern for the MEG business is that it's still a very niche business at this point. When are we going to see a ton of sales? That's something I think about, but nonetheless, it's good that the sales are moving in the right direction and not the opposite. MEG serves as the middleman and earns fees on commercial vehicles by providing the buyers of those vehicles with financing, people who want to buy fleets and stuff. So I kind of look at this as a business that needs a lot of volume, needs a lot of scale. You have to be doing a lot of transactions for this business to really be a revenue generating business. And of course, it's still pretty early for the MEG business, but IDEX has other avenues in which they can go about generating revenue. So everything's not codependent on the MEG business, but we do watch the MEG business closely because it's really one of the pillars that Ideanomics stands on. Not included in the Q4 sales activities is an order for 2,000 units of the BYD D1, which is the world's first ride-hailing vehicle. So if that's included in the Q1 sales for 2021, I think we see a very strong increase on the numbers just off the strength of that alone. So really quickly, I want to take a quick pause here and say that there's a lot of people who feel a certain type of way about Ideanomics. It's a very polarizing stock. But I will say that what I talk about on this channel is just about me and my perspective and what I'm doing and how I look at stuff. I'm not encouraging anyone to make any of the same investments that I'm making. I'm just talking about stuff from my perspective. So far with Ideanomics, I made a decent amount of money in the stock, and I'm still invested in the stock and hope to make more money in the stock in the future. One of the reasons that I did invest is because of the partnerships that they have with people like BYD. I think that adds some credibility to the story. If we look at their partnerships page, you can see that Ideanomics is partnered with BYD, CATL, CICC, a huge investment bank in China that I learned about because of their ties to NIO, Geely, Jack Motors, of course. So moving on to the next thing that I want to talk about is in the last video I believe I did on Ideanomics, I said that I believe that they will report a strong cash position. So I actually believe that they'll have an even stronger position as of the Q4 earnings report, which is yet to come. Recently, many people have been saying that Ideanomics doesn't have a strong cash position. Well, actually, I think it's the opposite. I think it was 3 days after I made that video, the CEO, Alfred Poor, went on to say that they have a strong cash position. On January 15th as well, a few days ago, was the Ideanomics annual conference. And in that conference, they reported a pure cash position of $189.9 million. And this is why it's super important to do research. The last thing I want to talk about today is Ideanomics' most recently announced acquisition. They're going to be acquiring this business called Wave, which is a wireless charging company for electric vehicles. So the company is based in Utah, but I'm going to digress really quickly because President-elect Joe Biden has the Build Back Better plan. And in that plan, all American-made buses should be electric by 2030. And then on top of that, in the next 5 years, they want to have all school buses be electric. So a lot of people are trying to figure out who's well positioned to get most of the market share from the electric bus industry. That's something I'm currently trying to figure out as well. I'm trying to figure out which company do I think would have the most competitive advantages. Doesn't mean I'm going to invest, but I'm just looking and trying to identify opportunities. So if something comes up. But with IDEX acquiring a company like Wave, I feel like I have a broader exposure. So I don't necessarily have to find that winner. If Wave proves to have the most efficient means of keeping electric buses powered, then what does the market tend to do? It tends to lead towards the most efficient thing to do over time. That's why we're having this whole conversation about electric vehicles right now, because internal combustion engines will phase out at some point because electric vehicles are just more efficient. On top of that, the Wave business is complementary to the other businesses that IDEX has. They have the Medici Motor Works. That's going to be an electric car business. They have Solectrac, that's an electric tractor business. They have Tree Electric, that's a Malaysian-based electric vehicle business. And of course the MEG business, the sales to finance the charging, so that can somehow probably tie in there depending on how they build the business out and kind of tie things together. So the wireless charging, the Wave wireless charging acquisition does make sense to me. So I'll be watching out for that in the future, and I'll be doing a little bit more talking on IDEX. I haven't really been talking about it lately, but I have been watching the stock and talking about it a little bit in the Discord, which, by the way, I'll link in the description. It's completely free to join. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I want to know what you guys think. Leave me a comment down below. And that's going to be it for this video. As always, thanks for watching.